Hello, rock stars. Welcome to another episode of In the Pit with Ric. I'm your host, Ric. And this week's guest is none other than James Michael McLester. How are you, sir?
I am hanging loose.
Right on.
22, right on, man.
What y'all don't know is as we were starting the show, we had some technical issues where, I don't know how to talk sometimes. So,
Yeah, this is the lampshade on my dog's head. I just came from.
Wait, is that the cone of shame? Oh, my Lord.
Platypus.
I'm going to tell you, I love the green, man. One of my favorite colors, obviously basket case. We've got green. I love it. You're supporting.
Just for you.
Oh, my Lord. I am excited, man. It's been a while since you've been on the show. And this one's a special one because we have a big event coming up this week, or you have a big event, and I get to be a part of it. So I'm kind of excited. You want to dive into this? And let's talk about the big event we have coming up on Sunday.
And the beat goes on. Sonny Bono. He's 3 feet shorter than half breed. Anyway, yeah, the beat goes on in 2022. Actually, is a throwback to May 2014 Hard Rock Cafe. My donor, Laura Workman, used to be Laura Suarez. I love you. Angel Eyes. I mean, that's my heart right there. But Christy Johnson actually, I think, came up with the first coin. The beat goes on. It was time to set Rock for James on the shelf for this one. And then Trina, who was at the Revel, reached out and said, we're opening the doors. Keith and I go back to Grover's. There's so many stories beyond the story. But yeah, this Sunday, 18 and under, you are free. Bring your family, bring your friends. It's a fun blast off, Energizer Bunny, everything. And it's going to be a great event at the Revel. Music kicks at 6. We'll probably wrap it up by 11 for sure. And it's free if you're 18 and under. If you're older than 18, I'm sorry, maybe you have money for food and beverages. Basket Case are rocking the place. Last minute, we had Mr. Big, Eric Martin, playing acoustic. I love his voice, love everything about him. Fell through. I said, who you going to call? Basket Case. So there you go. Thanks for coming in. Clutch, MC, and you're going to be rocking the kit with me.
I will be there all night.
All day. It's going to be killer, man. A lot of drama.
And I love emceeing events. I will be the master of ceremonies, kind of keeping the flow going. Yes, me and the guys, we are flattered. We're going to throw down about 45 minutes for you of some Green Day. And then I know that one of the things that you had said to me is that you're going to do a tribute to Taylor Hawkins at this one. Is that right?
Right. And I've stated it out. I've always loved him. I can't say I'm the biggest Foo Fighter fan in the world, but as far as Taylor going back to Atlantis and his love for Roger Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You know, all that.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, man. I love the guy. And so, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. There's a house band. There may be a backing track. There may be a surprise guest come in here and there. But there's 2 kits up front. So this is like Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa. Instead of trading like jazz riffs with the big band, we're trading out some Taylor Hawkins, showing some love, and the finale is going to be phenomenal.
Oh, this is going to be an event. I'm looking forward to it. And there's a few different bands actually playing on Sunday, correct?
Right. So we're starting out with Ty Weatherly. We've done some acoustic stuff in the past of Desperado. Yep. The sweet, nice natured Ty Weatherly. And he'll be doing some acoustic. We're doing some Eagles and like Supertramp and a little Clapton, that kind of flavor to kick it out.
Nice.
And then Tropico sounds like a mixed drink to me. I know
absolutely.
You love the beast. Shadows of Benatar, just inducted to the Hall of Fame. So Pat Benatar, this is one of the former vocalists from a band everybody knows with great musicians. They're going to bring a 45-minute pack of all your Benatar hits, brand new first show, and then Basket Case is just going to wipe the stage green.
Yep.
All right. And in between these things, we're going to be doing these Temple of Boom segments. So you're like going, man, I can't hang for 4 hours. We'll do a drive-by. Get over there, come in, check out one band, catch 2 or 3 Taylor Hawkins songs, get your fix, see something unique, and get on down the road, you know. And then finally, Kevin White from our Bad Co tribute, Little Green Men, Jay Shannon of Out of the Cellar, Holy Diver, Downtown Motown, Groove Town from Dallas, Cooper, Saints and Sinners, and everything in between on bass. And Kurt Carlson, dude, West Coast boy like me, in from the first Solinger chapter. We've never played on stage besides the reunion before Johnny rest his soul went on to heaven, but he was a guy that could have used something like Help Uplive, as many musicians could. So the message is Help Uplive, but the live entertainment is just to put a smile on the people's face and let them know hope is that bridge. So this Sunday at 6 p.m. it's on, and we're going till, you know, people get bored or tire out, you know, bottom line.
And this is a benefit, correct? We are raising money
We are
correct?
raising money that is green, at least in America. If you have any gold shekels, but yeah, Help Uplift 38 years in existence. I'm celebrating 8 with the foundation. Everything checks out. Do your diligence on Charity Navigator, vet them out to the T. But I'm one of 14,000 families that helped across North America and Canada get from here to there, right? And so we're here now, married later, never had fathered kids, that whole nine. My life's a turnaround. And so I'm grateful and celebrating 8 years with Help Uplift, and I want to celebrate with you and the great people in this community. They were there for me in 2014, 2015. Hopefully they're here today. And that's all I can say. Thanks to Keith and Trina and the Revel for hosting this event.
This is going to be a fun event. And for those of you that maybe have missed some of the interviews, because James has been on the show in the past and we've talked about it, but for some of the newer fans, if you would take us back a couple steps, and let's talk a little bit about the reason you got involved is because you did have to have an organ transplant. And if you don't mind sharing that again, for those the new folks that are watching.
Right on. So the quick Reader's Digest is healthy as a kid, athletic, soccer, football, etc. Crippled at age 11. Nobody knew why. Went to the dentist. Many of you love Kool-Aid. Drinking the Kool-Aid like I did. 11 cavities, 11 amalgam fillings. Well, then they say silver. That's 51% mercury. Not everybody that has a silver filling is going into end-stage renal. For me, fast forward from age 11, after all the music career with Solinger, the year 2000, I lose my vision, hypertensive retinopathy. Within a year or two, my creatinine, which is a marker in your kidney function, goes up like 2.5, it's 5, and then all of a sudden it's 18. I'm on death's door at 32 years old, at Presby, 8 days, 7 surgeries, 13 years of kidney dialysis, blah, blah, blah. People have been through more, maybe less, doesn't matter. Here, I'm a bridge of hope for other people, for a foundation where I was like, I can't get on GoFundMe and say, hey, GoFundMe this, GoFundMe that. I needed a team of people. I couldn't even drive. My mom was taking care of me at that point. People who know, they know, they know. Read the book, go online. There's plenty of video footage and all that. But bottom line is I got from there to here. And in May 22, I'm going to do everything within me to exude the passion and exhilaration and exuberance I have for life. Not only that, but new life with a second chance, all because of a donor, Laura Workman, a foundation, and my lovely wife, Angel Eyes, and all my bandmates and people that have supported me. Some people get it, some don't, but I'm walking it out, bro.
And, this is one of those things that you hope you never have to experience in a lifetime. And until it affects you, you don't realize. I mean, there's a lot of tragedies that become the human body, and we are fragile, even though we'd like to think we're invincible. We're not. We are fragile. This is one of those that you hope you never need to call upon. But if you do, you're going to be glad that it's there. So I'm hoping I never have to have an organ transplant. I am an organ donor. On my driver's license, I have the heart. It doesn't take a lot of effort on your side. Would you agree with that?
That's true, because anyone can go to the United Network of Organ Sharing, UNOS, and if they need something, get registered. My thing is, I found out I don't want anyone to know. I mean, how can I, post Solinger going into the next phase of Supernova Remnant, very successful career with them for 12 years or so. And I'm going to tell everyone I'm sick, or I'm a nutrition guy with an 8,000 person network telling doctors and people on stage, this is what you should do. And I'm falling apart. Yeah. That's just people living a lie, man. So when we do The Pretender from the Foo Fighters, that song has a whole different meaning for me.
Yeah.
What it's like for people to, I'm fine. No, get under the hood, have some coffee, really talk about what's going on in your life. But too much of it's superficiality. You're not going to find it here. Anyone under the sound of my voice can go to helpuplive.org, do your own vetting, look at the other families. If you need a liver, a lung, a kidney, a heart, whatever it may be, you can qualify just like I did. It was just one decision. One good decision can lead to a stream of beautiful olive branches and a dovetail. And that's what happened in my life.
And it's not easy. Let's be real honest here. Eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle is not as easy as everyone thinks. It does take some diligence, some discipline. Oh, yeah. I am the worst. I will tell you, I am the worst. I don't drink soda. My weakness is ding dongs at 2 a.m. I can wolf a whole one down in one bite. And I know they're not good for me. But I say everything in moderation. It's not like I'm eating a box a day, but it's still. Is that sugar good for me? I know it's not.
Is it the sugar high? I mean, like the chicken sticks. That's what you know. All right, cherry mash, man. The cherry mash to get in the middle.
What's funny is my wife and I we switched over stevia instead of using
good
real
call.
sugar.
Yeah,
And we don't drink sodas. We drink a lot of water, and we make a lot of iced tea, sweet tea here at the house. So we're always drinking sweet tea. I drink a lot of Topo Chicos because I happen to like Topo Chico. Anybody knows.
And I'm liking it, and I've always liked it so much. South America, I have a treat for you at the event. You're gonna like it. Yeah. It has a little sugar in it though, but you'll like it.
Wait. That's okay. It's not like I'm oblivious to sugar. Trust me, I get my share. But no, it's one of those things where, again, and there's a lot of different, when we talk about health, there's mental health, there's physical health. This is one of those things that even if you come out, you get some great music, you support a good cause, and maybe you pick up a tidbit or two about nutrition or just living a healthier lifestyle. It's a win-win all the way across the board. Even if you don't pick up anything and all you do is get music. Okay, that's a win too. Come out and enjoy a wonderful evening because it's going to be.
It is. And the kids being there too. You know, we really need to be mentors, right? So when you teach or you give band camps and stuff, we need to be that. And we're that in the School of Rock. We're that for those about to rock school, all that. That's great. But sometimes those kids just like, not again, not another rehearsal, just not another recital. I just want to go watch some people who have cut their teeth and been rooted in music since I was knee high to the tree stump, which is my story. Yeah. But just like Taylor talked about last night, he's like, dude, I was 10 years old. And for me, it was both my cousins on both sides were full on music. And 1978 Journey and Bon Scott and AC/DC. I got gripped. For Taylor, it was Queen. For you, who was it? Who gripped you early on?
Oh, man. Early on, wow, there were so many that I believe it or not, I was a Huey Lewis and the News fan. I was a big, obviously I love Green Day. The band that the most influential for me in my young music career was the Smashing Pumpkins, believe it or not. That was
on, dude. 1979. How would that morph into Halo from Foo Fighters mashup, dude? I've been thinking that.
So I love, and again, going way back before I was even a musician, I was a big Police fan. So like when people go,
dude, Taylor's all over Copeland, one of my top.
So when people go, who are your top three drummers? I always go Stuart Copeland, Jimmy Chamberlain, Trey Cool, which those are my three.
It has to be Trey. Yeah, I agree with Stuart.
Holy cow. And again, they're wicked talented. I happen to gravitate towards that angst pop punk of Trey. But I love when I do go in the studio now and then, and I will throw down some Jimmy Chamberlain or the backbeats of Stuart Copeland. Like, oh my Lord. I just watched a documentary recently again about the Police, and you cannot, again, those are mine. I'm off my soapbox, but those are mine.
I'm going to post that video, even if maybe it's on your page, but he goes into, Murder by Numbers. Oh, you've heard that group. Now that's something you got to really, you have to have, some people have that certain element to go outside the beat, which is important. You can't overplay, but you can go outside of a frame of 4 and you land on the 3 of the next bar. If somebody doesn't have that ability to flow, they're like, look at you like, dude, you're out of the band right now.
I don't know if I'm that drummer. I'm a great pocket drummer. I'm a great, I'll sit in the pocket and rock my backside off. Sometimes when I try to work my jazz chops, that is a discipline, man. You got to really relax and let go. That's the key. You got to let go.
I've seen it too. I've seen you. Rock solid, especially with the idol stuff. Because when I went to Richland Rebels, right, we're doing a big reunion out of the Poor Shack. We broke the attendance record in 2014. 8 years later, we'll tease that later. But just like Rebel Yell, that pulse in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That drummer stuff we talk about.
Yep.
And Cheese tone is just like butter dialed in. Y'all been at this, 2-3 years? You had the anniversary?
We had 3. Yeah. We're about 3 1/4, 3.5 years we've been together.
Well-oiled machine, man. It's really come together nice, man. And I love Mr. Smooth. The pleasure of working with Carlos.
Oh man, what a great bass player! And I will tell you, Basket Case, I'm very blessed. 6 years over 6 years we've been together, and we do. We know each other. I've got some great talented around me. I'm going to tell you, this weekend I'm excited. There are some musicians on stage that I will get to hang out in the presence of, like Motown. Let me tell you what, I have watched him from afar. And you want to talk about bass? Oh man, I'm excited to get to spend some time around him just because he is wicked talented. There's going to be a lot of talented
And
musicians.
Jay, and all the, and
Oh,
you never is going to sneak up. I hear Trey Chamberlain might. I mean, I don't know, and female vocalists and stuff. So
yeah.
all I from being the MC, like Sean Messick that coordinates with April for Drumathon.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of our drum tech guy. Although we don't have Grandscape moving parts, basically we're the snow cone stand to Grandscape. It's still going to be fun. So come get your blue. Green coconut.
I happen to like snow cones. I don't know what you're talking.
Well, we're having some green coconut snow cones I wanted a dunk tank, but Keith goes, I don't think we have the permit to do that.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? I will tell you, just the fact that you're getting everybody together, and I love the fact that you're willing to work with kids. I will talk to you off camera. I do have another foundation, Playing with Heart, that is about sports and music, raising money and awareness and equipment for kids so that they can, because kids just seem to get the short end of the stick. I have a non-for-profit. It's a 501c3 that I'm working with. So you and I will be talking, because I am big on anybody who knows when I get on stage, if there are kids in the audience, I will stop in between songs, hand them drumsticks, because they are the next generation. They are the ones. They are our hope.
That's a difference maker, right? Todd Pack, that's going to be there, dude, and went to high school together. He was a year and a half, 2 years older. They were in a band called like Z Gang, and they did like Midnight Rendezvous by the Babies. They would do like split ends. I don't know why all that really cool stuff. And I told the dude all my life, I said, dude, the impact that you had on my life just from then. He's going to be there rocking it out next to me on Pretender. I mean, it's going to be fire season on every channel, man. We don't need pyrotechnics. We are the pyrotechnics.
You know what? And I don't think people, the drummers, we are the silent behind the scene foundation. I always say we are the heart. Okay,
That's
drummers are the heart of the band. We are the one that keep you going. If your heart stops, the band falls apart. It's just not the same thing. People, the guitarist, and no offense to all my guitarists and all my bass players and singers, you're the sprinkle on the cupcake. I am the cake. I'm just letting you know. I tell them all the time, man.
Man, and they hate it because they're plenty of drummer jokes. And I said, man, there's a time I said, am I going to be Glenn Miller on trombone and UIL, or am I going Tommy Lee? And I say, sorry, man, Alex Van Halen won, bro. That's it.
Yeah. Behind, you always hear that behind every great man, there's a good woman, right? Behind every great band, there's an incredible drummer. I'm just saying, because we are the forgotten ones, but yet we are the ones holding up the show. We are the ones, and it is a badge of honor to be a drummer. It is, you're not going to get the credit that everyone else does. You mess up, everyone knows. They mess up, they can slide by. We mess up as drummers.
What do you mean you got off from the track?
No,
whatever.
Not
I
with
gotta
us.
say something real quick. You brought up something that's important. Remember the visual. So many shows at the Revel. I think the Rocket Queen Sonic Temple show.
Oh yeah,
pretty packed. Maybe not Back in Black packed, but those are two newer bands. But the Revel when it's like this, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, here, imagine walking in. I'm working with Dave Corley on sound and stuff. So you see the stage, the LED.
Yep.
Well, now the band has to become the offensive line. So every time they make their little snides about you, like, dude, you're just like a quarterback that's unseen. And the four guys are making the line. The drum, if it works out well, Sean and I, there's going to be stage left, stage right. The drum kits are flanked at the front of the stage. We're not even on the stage.
Oh, wow.
And everybody else is like this Webelos 1, 2, 3, 4 across the middle kind of thing, except for the Tropico guy because he's playing an electric kit.
Okay.
It should be bad to the bone if it works out like we want. But, if not, we'll be flexible. Yeah,
you know what? And being a drummer does mean you got to be flexible. You got to be able to think on the fly and just roll with the flow. That's just how it is. There are a couple bands I didn't realize, because the only other Benatar band I knew is Shada Benatar, which they haven't been doing anything lately. This is their first show, correct?
Yeah, and the way this happened, 2014, Mike the drummer, I was like, hey, I need a kit like Tommy Aldridge. I'm doing Chaz Loretta reunion at Porshak and Keller. And John Zug, or one of those guys in our network, hey, call this guy. Hey, man, yeah, you're welcome. So Pro V Custom Yamaha kit is like, man, for a great cause coming over. I backlined it, took it. Our relationship began 8 years ago. And here we are 8 years later. This guy that's an incredible drummer in multiple bands, he's bringing it with this Tropico thing. I was like, Sure, dude. That sounds fantastic because I wanted a
Nice.
female-led thing. So we get the best of that plus this raw male punk pop sensation. And now I don't know if Shannon will be there. I love Shannon Sharp. He's one of my favorite musicians. But
Oh,
I'm glad
Shannon's going to be there.
that
Absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
that's good hang time because I've been with DV a few times subbing out for Jason, and I love Shannon and the stories he has to share from Seattle and that neck of the woods because I never went that way. So
He and I, because we're both from Seattle, and it's funny,
yeah,
he actually had been reaching out, not to make this about Basket Case, but he had been reaching out to us for a couple of years. Like, if you ever need a guitarist, I want to do some Green Day. And so when we had the opportunity, we reached out and he was all in. And I will tell you, I was impressed. His audition, he came out, he threw down 90 minutes as if he were playing a show. And it was really, 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 really like 95% there. I was like, you want the job? And I say that because I always have a one show rule in case somebody absolutely flounders. I knew it wasn't going to happen. But Shannon Sharp is such a blast to have a part of Basket Case. He's a new addition. He brings an energy, an enthusiasm, a camaraderie, and wicked chops on the strings.
I know. And
Yeah.
just gear. He's a sharp guy, man. I mean, I came up around Air Force. I think his family's in the same background, but we've had some great talks. It really, I was like, wow, I lit up. I was like, cool. Not only is it Michael Rose, James's big brother. No. Brother. And then Rick here, Wild Rick here, of course. I haven't met the other two guys, so I look forward to it. But I mean,
Gary Compton is my brother-in-law. He's on rhythm guitar.
He's your brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law, absolutely. So it's a family thing. Most people don't know that. It's a family thing.
Man, do you guys drink green beer on stage or what?
We don't. We should. I should drink green tequila. And then Gabe Garza, our bass player, has been with us since the start. He also,
yeah.
Gabe Garza, man. He's got a Butthole Surfers tribute that they're about to drop on the scene.
Wow.
I probably shouldn't have said anything.
That one. I mean, yeah.
But no, I'm telling you, I am blessed. Both my bands, Rebel Yell, Basket Case, to have a plethora of talent in front of me, just as you are. Every band you're in has a plethora of talent. Just, man, we are so lucky.
It's a cornucopia of fruit.
Oh my God.
In Jamaica.
Oh my God. I will tell you, and again, then after Basket Case plays, you guys have your band, basically.
Yeah, this is the James Michael. Hey, man, why did you call me? In other words, we could have done so many things. I mean, there are a lot of things we could have just plugged in that are predictable.
Yeah.
For me, again, the whole routine of it, just you and I talked about this when we were there that night. You're like, dude, I don't want to do more than maybe one showcase per band or maybe two, not get oversaturated because there's only so many plays. I don't care who you are. There's only 52 Saturday nights in a year.
Yep.
And if you want to disagree with that, let's have a conversation because on my calendar in 52. The United States, that's the way it is. So
what about leap years?
Vying for that, it's like the Wacky Racers, like the cartoon, man. It's like the Buzzsaw Gang is trying to take out Penelope Pipstop. It doesn't have to be that way. We either need more venues or less sea monkeys, and that's not going to happen. So if you're quality, man, sometimes it's like, man, step aside. And I said, hey, Kevin, can you sing? Yeah, I'm in. Jay Shannon, are you in? These are your go-to guys.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jay. Jay's another one of my favorites that I don't see very often. But when I do see him, I'm like, oh, it's Jay.
And you got to love him and Trace, And
my God, absolutely.
All the guitars. We got an Ario guitar, Jimmy Vaughn, Stevie's brother, Fender. We've got a Nita Strauss from Alice Cooper. YNT sent some stuff last night. We got a custom Dallas drum, white, beautiful 6.5 by 14 snare.
Okay, wait. Before you go any further, I'm a Dallas drum. John Zug. I've got 3 of his snares. I've got a kit. John is my boy. Yeah. And John Zug has taken good care of me. I love my Ludwigs, but I have been nothing but John Zug snares for a while now. They rock.
Well, you need to bring one because George P. with the hat's coming out to do photos. So at least one shot with Tipple Boom, the 7. We want that picture.
I will do one better. I actually have a snare that I will bring a snare that means all the world to me. I will, and I'll tell you the story. It's you're going to be like, wow. I got 3 of them. In fact, one of them's at the practice space. My piccolo's at the practice space, but I will bring one of my snares and we'll throw it on stage and play it. It's a fun snare too. It sounds great.
Yeah. And just imagine the picture with granted, we all show, like you said, if no one shows, I'm prepared to play it all. But if we all show, amen.
Play like there's 20,000 people there. I don't care if there's 20 or 20,000. We're going to rock the house. We're going to have a great time.
That's right. It's going to be a lot of drums, and that's what the Temple of the Boom is. I mean, it's no new idea. I think Robbie came up with it when I was a Supernova.
I just saw Robbie Gustin, right?
Yeah.
I just saw Robbie recently. I was at Amplified. Actually, I stopped by Guitar Center and we were yapping. And then I ran into him over at the big synth pop, Wild Boys, Liqueur, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was hanging out over there. And he and it was great. I got to meet his wife, Lisa, who I had not met before.
Yeah, Lisa's dialed in. Robbie worked hard, built it hard. It's just like with Saints and Sinners where it started in the tribute market. Yeah. In 2017, I was like, man, I've been solo for 49 years. I've got a beautiful wife now. So some of these things, it's time for me and Angel Eyes to build it. It was just time to step into a different chapter. And then full circle, it's like they're still kicking it. I think Robbie and those guys are doing the Striper show at Trees coming up in September.
Oh,
Saints
nice.
Continue to kick it as long as they're behind the mic. There's no doubt, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's before we get out of here, let's wrap this up. Why don't let's give times and give the whole spiel again so people can remember.
All right. So when you're thinking about this, action item 1, go to the Revel on Facebook or go to Eventbrite, search the Revel Patio Grill. Then our show May 22, the beat goes on in 2022. If you're 18 and over, click the link, $15 GA, standing room only 20 seats for VIP, $40 each, all tax deductible, all proceeds to help Hope Live. That's out of the way. So wherever you are, if you're a monkey, if you're an ape, if you're an orangutan, a human being, whoever you are, if you're coming to the show, that's what you got to do. If you're 18 and under, you're free. There's food, there's beverage, there's patio, there's everything under the sun. Silent auction, raffle tickets. Bring your cash because, we don't do like debits for $5 for raffle tickets. So I think Mylene will be there. Familiar faces helping out.
Oh, yeah.
My wife's jewelry. And then besides all the guitars and that fun stuff, the downbeat for Ty and I doing some acoustic with special guests will be 6. Then about 6:45, we'll have a little segment of intro, Temple of Boom, come up with Pat Benatar tribute. Then after we run them, another Temple of Boom segment. Then Basket Case is going to paint the stage green. And then when you guys are done, maybe another Temple of Boom, 1 or 2 songs. Then Because We Can, we called it Because We Can, because basically Kevin White can sing just about anything we want because we can. So with that being said, we're doing Aerosmith, Living Color, some Montrose, some Hagar, a lot of cool stuff in the set. And then finally, the end finale, if you stick around, is going to be the drummers who are still there on the 2 risers collectively with percussion instruments, these clankers, whatever, and doing Times Like These, probably clocking out with Learn to Fly and just soaring like eagles for the end of the event.
Nice.
Yeah, the beat goes on in 22. So that's the
There is definitely, and I know some of the guest musicians that are going to jump in. There's some great surprises. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to tell you. You got to show up. It'll be worth every bit of it. Would you agree?
I would agree. And I'm just grateful to be alive, man. I tell people I've never arrived, but I never left either. So as long as I'm standing, I'm going to stand firm. Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, for when he stood the test, he'll receive the glory of life. It's a crown that you wear, and it's in your battle scars that comes. It's not because you think you're all that in a bag of, stale potato chips.
Yep. No, the scars are the badges of honor. Those are the lessons we learned, and they're not to be forgotten, but to be in some way celebrated because it helps you. I've been telling my son this, he's 22. Those mistakes, those scars you get, that's how you learn how to make great decisions. That they are. I love experience.
And 22, man, and I'm going to be real in my flesh. I mean, a lot of people don't know I have this giant vein. I have big veins, but this is a fistula. So when you go on dialysis, they go, hey, man, I know you're a professional drummer and everything, but I'm going to take your veins and tie them up to an artery so you can sit on this machine and get these 15 gauge. And I'm like, huh? I don't want to do that. They're like, well, dude, it's what you do.
You see mine?
People are like, dude, what's that on you? I'm like, that's a reminder of my battle scar.
Look at mine. You can see my veins. They love giving when I give blood because they're like,
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I'm a drummer.
I want to eat your baby.
Oh, my Lord. Well, thank you for being my guest, and thank you all for tuning in. Again, we appreciate it. If you're a first time, go to Facebook, like us, follow us, invite your friends to like and follow us. You can also follow us on iHeart Radio. We're on Spotify, obviously Facebook, YouTube. We've got an Instagram. We've got Twitter. We also have a Roku channel and an Amazon Fire channel. So get out there, follow us. We love it. We also have a web app called In the Pit with Ric. Use the calendar, go see what shows are going on, watch our show. Again, don't miss it this Sunday. This is going to be a good one. Come hang out. There's going to be, you know what? Nobody wants the weekend to be over on Sunday. Come out, have one more hurrah before you go back to work. This will be a good event to do. So again, I'm Rick. Thank you, James, for being my friend, for being my guest. I appreciate it. Y'all have been watching In the Pit, and we will see you somewhere in the pit.
Hang loose.